What's up, Wolfpack fam? It's your boy Kid. Shout out to my homie Chris D. Thanks for this link. So we're gonna be checking out John Sargent meets Ramsey Nesbitt, boys and girls. Let's get right to it, boys and girls.
The world is undergoing the worst recession in living memory. Super rich bankers created the mess we're in. But what about the other end of the food chain?
I will strive, and strive again to save the lifestyle I love.
State benefits account for a quarter of Britain's national expenditure. What punishment are we meting out to the scroungers and wastrels of this country?
Sorry, Mary Hen. Looks like as if I'm away on one of my extended business trips.
Are the super poor as much to blame for broken Britain as the super rich? I aim to confront one of the waster classes for myself. He's been on state benefits for most of his adult life. His name, if you don't know it, is Rab C. Nesbitt.
Woo! Oh! Smile! A big showing head here. And they don't come much weaker than me, boy. What the hell are you?
Nutter. A 3D nutter.
Don't you ever forget it. Get in front of me, you nature bastard! Take that, you swine!
This show forever gonna make me laugh, guys.
The true saying, Rab, is intelligence that separates men from animals.
You'll be Rab C. Nesbitt.
10 points in a coconut, you're dead right, that's me, aye. And you, of course, will be the latest establishment figure to come up here and rebrand his career and make wallopers out of us locals lately, eh?
I can see we're going to get on famously.
Ah, of course we will. Come away into the office. If I had my life to live over, I would still fall in love with you.
I see your hands are shaking.
Gee, your nose is running so hot.
I'll get straight to the point, Mr. Nesbitt. How much, approximately, do you drink?
Drink? Oh, I couldn't tell you that, Chief. I'm never sober enough to tally it up, you know.
There's nothing the matter with we drink.
Oh. Who the hell are you, by the way?
Oh, come on, Rab. Use your imagination. I'm the heebie-jeebie.
So, this is your local. What do you like about this place?
Oh, well, it's proximity, Johnny. It's the proximity. It's 15 feet from my house, you know. Alcoholic pub, alcoholic, you know what I'm saying?
Shall we start?
Yes, certainly. This is where we get down to business. The old third degree, the moral means test.
Does that worry you, Rab? May I call you Rab?
You can call me whatever the hell you like, boy.
Some people call you a feckless prat, don't they?
What exactly do you mean by feckless?
Well, I mean someone who's irresponsible, useless, lazy and selfish. Someone who contributes nothing to society and who hasn't done a single day's work in his life.
Wow!
There is a working population in this country of 20 million. There is only 17 million jobs to get in. So some poor bugger's got to be in a bury, haven't they? So, might as well be him that likes it.
The case just doesn't meet the necessary conditions.
I don't know how you do your job. I don't know how you sleep in your bed at night. Because I couldn't sleep in my bed at night.
That's because you sleep during the day, Dad.
Shut it! I'll tell you this, boy. There's only one bloody job I want in here. And that's your job, because from where I'm standing, you're getting paid good money for he bloody haw.
Look, I think you better just leave this.
Loving this shit.
I win, what? I don't actually think you've quite grasped the subtlety of my business plan here, have you?
You're saying you're not a waster?
Oh, no, I'm not saying that. No, I'm a waster, all right. But I am a cost-effective waster. Unlike the banks, the poor don't hoard money. See, when I die, John, when I die, there'll be nothing in my pockets but my testicles.
Some say that's the best way, though. You know what I'm saying? When you die, the money don't go with you, so spend it wisely.
Money, what's funny in a rich
Hey, 50p, I'm 50p. Might not mean much to you, but it liberates my soup for the pawn, you know what I'm saying?
Come on, the washing machine's buggered. I'm having to scrape the roughage out my wife fronts with a Kirby grip every couple of days.
Which is an oddly therapeutic experience as it happens. The simple pleasures of the poor, eh?
Tell you this, boy. It might not be by its sell-by date, but it's long past its knock-by date. You know what I mean? Excuse me, brother. Say a culture. 10 pence for a fondue set. Any chance of 10 pence for a phone and ambulance?
How do I know you won't spend it in drink?
Because if I do, it'll come spurting out the bayonet wound in my back here.
Oh, look, there's a character.
Yo, a lot of these scenes are just cash, man. So golden.
Rab's answering my questions truthfully enough, but with a sort of practiced detachment that tells me I'm not really testing him, getting under his skin. Politicians defend themselves with arrogant self-assurance. Wasters achieve the same effect with a thick blubber of complacency. A pint of lager, please.
And a pie.
Oh, and a pie. Make that 2. I've done my own research and have come up armed with my own damning Rab C. Nesbitt file. With it, I mean to bury this character in the pit of his own filth and fecklessness. A sort of dirty dossier, if you will. I realize if I'm going to understand Rab, I have to discover his world for myself, to see it from the inside. But to do that, I need to walk a mile in his shoes.
That's the best way, you know what I'm saying? Walk in their shoes.
So here we are in Govan Cemetery. Rab, what does this cemetery mean to you?
Nothing at all. As the Nesbitt family got the bin bag treatment, you are cremated.
Well, I know that's not strictly true, is it? Your father is buried in Govan, isn't he?
My father and me had what's known in family circles as a strained relationship. How frank can I be here, John? I mean, can I talk about violence?
Use code. Find another word for violence.
How about tickling?
Lovely.
Right, well, basically, my father would tickle my mother. I'd tickle him, and we'd all roll about in the flare, tickling each other till somebody passed out or, well, something good came on the telly, you know.
I don't need to be sneered at by you!
Your wife said you'd do something one day. Well, this had better be the day.
Right, you big bastard! Come ahead!
Put that down, kid.
If I'm going to come over there, I'll... It's all right. I'll wait till you think of something.
Dun, dun.
I think he's had a heart attack.
Well, let's hear it for cholesterol.
Interesting enough, as you get to see it more, you know, with this flashback, The girl that's in the middle here, hopefully my mouse is showing this part right there. The girl is Peach's mom in, you know, the later episode. So it's kind of cool as I get to see back and you know, you pick up a little bit more knowledge from prior. So in this flashback, that's pretty cool seeing that.
In fact, he's dead.
As well for him, or I'd have whisked the shite out of him.
Old man's head, son. 30 years did the day. I think he'd be called by now, eh? He's Rab B. Nesbitt. His father was Rab A. I'm Rab C. What we're going to do when we run out of the alphabet?
I'd like to talk to you about your childhood. Were you close to your father?
Well, no, if I could help it. Otherwise, I'd get a boot about the melt, you know.
Really? And what is your earliest memory of him?
Well, when I was 15, I always remember the friction burns he left in the carpet when I handed over my first wage packet.
Jesus.
Well, that just goes to show you, doesn't it, Doctor? You can live with somebody all your life, but you never really know them.
Ah, you do not know my father was an alky.
Oh, aye. I never knew you had a job.
I mean, back
Good
then...
one.
Well, my father's job was to get bluttered. I mean, that's all he did, you know. The mother's was to sit at the fireplace with a pot of stewed tea, a packet of fags up the sleeve of your cardigan, offloading to her eldest son, basically.
Would you like a cup of tea, son?
No, thanks.
No trouble.
No, thanks.
I'm having one myself.
No, thanks.
Are you sure?
Ma.
What?
Going to stick your tea up your ass.
But would you like some? I knew you would.
Nurse! Nurse!
Mr. Nesbitt, is everything all right?
All right, Evan. All right, Evan. No. Everything is not bloody well. All right. You see that woman lying there? You see that woman lying there? That is my mother, for God's sake. That's my mother. One of the finest human beings ever to walk this earth.
Yes, I know.
Aye, but look. Well, look, bloody well, look.
Sorry?
She has not got her teeth in. Her gum is a calcium-free zone, isn't it? And this is a woman that was so self-conscious. She used to put a dish towel over her knees when she was watching the telly because she thought Trevor McDonald could see up her bloody skirt.
Yo.
Rab, this is Restitution Street Secondary. Was school a happy time for you?
Happy? We got a dictionary? Actually, come to think of it, you know, to be honest with you, there was one happy memory. We'll maybe come to that later, eh?
All right, do you remember any of your teachers?
Couldn't forget them.
Remember some of mine.
Quiet and read. Be quiet and read. Wee bit of a contradiction there, sir, but I'll do my best.
Come on, you bit of character, though. You'll get to know that.
Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Ah, come on. I mean, the first two I'll give you. But the meek inherit the earth? I mean, what did he get after the earth? A Ford Popular and a free apartment in Casamount?
That is the Bible!
So the Bible's talking keys, sir.
Hands up!
You talked about a single happy memory. What was that?
Well, it was just a kind of simple wee thing, you know. I got sent a Valentine card, there you are. Oh, I know, me. Ugly, scabby Rab, eh? I didn't do anything about it.
Why not? She was obviously interested.
Oh, no, John, no. Just, her people was classy. I mean, they paid full rent and everything, you know. Whereas you could have worn your living room carpet like a poncho the size of the hole that was in it.
Good memories.
What have you got a bag ready for? Is that your first kiss? Good kisser, isn't it? Huh?
Great.
Sorry, Isabel, I should have finished my class before I kissed you.
Okay, it's all right. It's great being in a picnic, isn't it?
Aye.
I've never been in a picnic before.
Govern picnic. 10 fags and a bottle of Tizer.
Well, it's the end of day one, and what have I discovered? I know that Rab is streetwise and shifty. I know that I still despise everything he stands for, and that won't change. But significantly, I no longer despise Rab himself. What changed me? It was that little tale he told about the St. Valentine's Day card. This gave him and me an insight, an illumination. I could see it in his face. The path not taken, the life that might have been but never was.
Interesting bloke here. I'm hoping to see maybe towards the end he gets to be like friends with this guy. But I think that Rab is the guy that he can befriend anybody. So we'll see if this guy changes his mind, because he says he doesn't despise him, but you know, he has certain opinions that still doesn't. He feels like it's not going to change. But maybe I think Rab is the guy. There's one guy who can change somebody's mind and perspective. It's Rab. So let's do it, baby.
It's day two, and I fully intend to employ insider knowledge to outflank Rab. There's someone coming to see me who can help me achieve just that.
Thanks.
Hey, Rudolph.
Who's paying for this, Johnny boy? Eh? Oh, my own license fee lately, eh? Yeah, hello, you.
Mary, how probing can I make my questions?
Well,
Oh, right. You probe away. I'll be in the toilet.
I have to ask you this. How could an intelligent, attractive woman like you choose a disgusting reprobate like Rab for a husband?
She got lucky.
I'll bet it. Well, deep down, Rab is a romantic. and he wooed me with a heady combination of chips and ginger. Oh, fizzy juice.
We're Rab Mary Nesbitt here, you know. Our marriage is more stable than a monarchy. Our marriage is an encouragement to every heat-banger, deviant and mouth-breathing sociopath in Wayne Alley.
This is no time to romanticise, Rab. Rab.
Hey.
Do I look all right?
Oh, my kid, you look better than all right. You look no bad. I wish you'd get in your napper. I love you, you daft bitch.
And I love you, you honking midden.
So you're saying it was a love match right from the start?
I was inexperienced. I had nothing to compare him with. I thought all men must have no shirts and smelly bins.
Oh, I tell you, see women nowadays. I don't know. I mean, maybe you can tell me. Because see mine, all I ever get is, I want this and give me that. See, in the old days, all you ever had to give them was a quick skate around the chops when they were big enough to last. I'll tell you something else, boy. They were happier for it. They loved you for it. Even begged you for more. Not that you ever give them any understanding. No, you only want to spoil them. And it's nowadays, you can't even talk to them, you know. You know what it was last year? Eh? An orgasm. Eh? Hey, you. He's an orgasm. Me and next door got one. I'll lay across the land at arenas and get Lena Hurst to put your back to me, lady. Tell you, give it ecstasy once, and the next thing you know, it'll be, oh, hey, Rab, let us fondle your summit. How was it for you? I just tell her straight, I say, listen, lady, I have no idea at all how it was for me, because I always make a point of going to sleep before we finish.
If you could turn back the clock and live your life all over again, what would you change?
Oh, well.
Big question.
My living room carpet. Dark colours show up everything. Oh, and my PIN number. Rab stole my credit card again. Didn't you, Rab? Rab? Rab!
What the hell is he doing?
Such larks, eh?
Jeez, orgasm!
Hello there, Mary doll.
What the hell time do you call this? What am I talking about? What the hell month do you call this?
Come on, do that. Come here. Come on.
Don't you come here, me, Rab Nesbitt. You come staggering back in here after 3 months in the jug and you expect me to welcome you with open arms?
Open legs would be better.
How can I put this without hurting your feelings? See if I was marooned on Fanny Island and there was nothing but fannies as far as the eye could see. I spotted a footprint in the sand and I discovered that footprint was made by Rab Two Cocks Nesbitt. I would take a lead of they two cocks to rub together to make a fire. That's how much chance you have of a wee snuggle up. Are you reading me, Rab?
Oh, yes. Loud and clear, Mary, loud and clear. No semaphore request.
Night then, sweetheart.
Good night, sweetheart.
Damn.
See that woman there? See that woman? If it came to a choice between that woman or Michelle Pfeiffer, I would choose Michelle Pfeiffer.
Love that
I'd
shit.
have the decency to feel a wee bit guilty about it, you know, because that's the kind of big-hearted bastard I am. Watch and learn.
Oh
You
my
Mary
God.
doll?
Aye, that's me, Rab. My lunch better be on the table.
It certainly is.
I remember this. Still to this day, that's one of the best scenes on the show. This one had me dying. Still does.
Fuck your national good night.
Anybody fancy chips?
Hey, Rab, see that TLC? You get any left for me?
If you have the pollen, Mary, I have the stem. That's the thing about men, isn't it? Doesn't matter how tame you get, your willies still have its seat.
Go get it, Tiger.
Mary is a lovely woman, but understandably she's biased. I need to talk to Nesbitt's friends, and who better or worse than the toxic waster in a jacket that is James Aaron Cotter. Jamesy, what is your relationship with Rab?
I am Rab's best friend.
Rab describes himself as a drunken waster. Are you the same?
Rab is more guzzle-orientated than myself. I can be drinking quietly, then low. I hear the call of the wild hunting horn from down below in my loins, and I veer off down the alleyways of Govan in pursuit of joyful, meaningless, empty sex.
Sleazebag.
Too good for this world. You've never been understood.
Do you mean that? Or are you just being...
I'm Jamesy. I'm here to help.
Hey, it's you stripping a willow here, eh? You want me to strip a bloody... Oh, this is again, eh? See, this is what I call living Mary Hen, you know?
If ever I fancy going out with a married middle-aged loser that's got bigger tits than I've got, I'll be sure to get in touch.
Right, well, no, I needed that because I've been a bit too successful with the bunch lately, you know?
Greg's wife.
Rab? Rab?
What?
Did I get off with Esther Rancy last night? Gotta take a...
Whoa.
Gotta take a look and tell me what to do.
Yeah, you always do. Bring her a fake phone number and tell her you'll get a bill next week.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, champ.
It's another favorite scene here. It's always some of the best scenes with Jamesy in it, too.
Pick yourself up. You've still got your pride.
You describe yourself as Rab's best friend, but one of the women you had an affair with was Mary, his wife, didn't you?
This is what we in the sleaze industry call a revenge rumba. You see, Rab had been indelicate with a young lady. Upon hearing this, I immediately rushed round to comfort Mary with my comforter.
How often did you comfort her?
A gentleman never tells. 4 times altogether, excluding an exuberant fumble on parting.
Wow. That I didn't know. 4 times? Shit.
Just don't lump all men together, Mary. I mean, I'm a feminist myself, you know. I understand women. Well, I should have shagged hundreds of yous. Well, right there, Mary Hen.
Aye.
I was just saying to the boys here that you must be feeling a wee bit miserable, you know, where I've been a wee tit insecure, like.
Aye, I'll tell you something else.
What's that?
I'm no half missing a podger.
I've never told you this before, but see you, Mary. You're a fine-looking woman, by the way.
And you're a fine-looking man, Jamesy.
Whoa!
Cotter, you ruined my life. You stole my wife. I went to the jail because of you. You hear me, Cotter?
I'm not scared of you, Nesbitt. If you want to fight, sure. I'd be happy to take you outside and teach you a lesson. Unfortunately,
Jesus,
I am blind. A tragic drinking accident robbed me of my sight. Otherwise, I would be willing, nay, delighted, to take you outside and give you a thrashing you'd never forget. It can't be adultery. I'm your mate.
What does that make it?
Friendly fire.
Whoa!
Would you promise me that what you said was true? That you never once betrayed me with that woman?
My word of honour. And you promise that you have never been unfaithful to me?
Oh, I do, Rab. Because let's face it, what is a marriage without honesty? Happy anniversary, Rab.
Happy anniversary, Mary doll.
Yep. Typical.
Right then. Now that that's settled, why don't we all get pissed, strip to the scuddy and have a wee foursome on the carpet for old time's sake?
Yeah!
Worth a shot.
Apart from sleeping with his wife, you also coaxed Rab back into drinking, didn't you?
Yes, yet that is correct, but I don't look for thanks.
Thanks.
No, I'm not going back to drink. You can cut that out right now.
It's self for you, isn't it? What about your pals? We need a chronic alcoholic in our lives. It takes a bad look off the rest of us.
You're Galaxy.
Hey, it gets better tea. Sure I'm Rab?
That bloody time bear put more inside than out here.
I know what you're thinking here. I am not an alky. Because alkies get pissed and I am eating gutters. Fair enough. I am pissed. I am lying in a gutter. But the point is, I just get casual. You know, casual. I mean, to alkies, that's their day job. I mean, see, drink. I just take it to be sociable, to pass myself in company, you know. I mean, when you get right down the bottom line, I could take drink and I could leave it. I should have taken it, I say.
Drink up, boy.
While still in the pub, a flirtatious female of uncertain vintage caught my attention. It was Jamesy Cotter's wife.
My name is Ella. Along with Mary, I'm a joint director and fellow operative of the House Mice Hygiene Enterprises.
You mean you're a cleaner?
Correct.
If I could ask you this, I just think...
I bet you've never had relations this far north, have you? You should try it. Scottish women are always ready. It's the damp in the air that does it.
Whoa! That's one thing I'm gonna miss about Ella, man. She would freaking do anybody. Everybody got a chance.
Pleased to meet you. Joe.
Pleased to meet you.
Oh, God.
Ella.
Ella.
You all right, Ella? Can I get you anything?
Start with a dry pair of knickers.
Put the mask on!
Ella,
What?
are we having a lesbian love affair?
Are we married? How?
Because we woke up in the same bed and we're lying in the bare scuddy.
In the name of God.
Oh, and that's not the only thing.
What is it?
You've got a love bite in your neck.
Sorry, Mary.
What?
You've got one in your ass.
If you could...
That was a great scene there. I see what he says real quick. Oh, shit.
If you could have one wish granted, what would it be?
I wouldn't want any for myself. But I'd like a fatal stroke for Jamesy. I think he deserves it.
Are you still on that bumhole.com?
No, I'm on Facebook. The last place on earth where a man can give a woman a poke without getting his cooking slapped. Are there 2 F's in sphincter?
Heartened by the insights gleaned in the pub, I sought to run my scalpel down the bared nerves of Rab's psyche. I'm exaggerating a bit, but it's a rather nice sentence.
We're born alone and we die alone, boy, you know, and I mean, in the bit in the middle, well, it's negotiable, isn't it?
Is that why you found religion?
No. Religion actually found me, John. I was actually hiding at the bottom of an empty glass, but funnily enough, it knew where to look.
Spiritual.
Do you care to join us, Mr. Nesbitt?
What? For the Masonic version of Christianity? Oh, aye. And lo, 3 Protestants came from the Eastern Star, bearing gifts, gold, frankincense, and Nick Faldo golf clubs. And they looked upon the Saviour and said, "Verily, I think he looketh a bit papal to me. Look at the way his eyebrows meeteth in the middle. And look at the way his booties waggle when we showeth him the video of River Dance. Nevertheless, we shall call him Finlay. Finlay Kirstophen Christ. We shall pamp his name down for St Andrews, and we shall buy him a helm and imp for his 21st. Oh, you're all right. I think I'll just have a fag instead.
And such a divisive subject in Scotland.
Well, it's not just divisive in Scotland, is it? I mean, it's divisive anywhere. I mean, up here, they ask you what school you went to so they can find out what religion you are. But I mean, in the home counties, they ask you what school you went to find out if you were privately educated or no. I mean, say England, class, that's what your religion is. Excuse me, Jim. I'm sorry to bother you in that, but I'm trying to get to Sidcup, no. The wife's cousin's going to grease a billet there and that, so I want to know how to get there and that, no. What? Sidcup. I'm trying to get to Sidcup.
I'm sorry, I can't understand what you're saying.
You don't understand what I'm saying? Oh, is that the fact? Well, answer me this, boy. Do you watch the television? Eh? Do you watch Neighbours?
Neighbours, yes.
Do you understand that?
Of course.
Ah, well, that's a funny thing, isn't it? That's a funny thing, because I will tell you, that is Australian, by the way. That comes from halfway around the other side of the world, you know. And I just come for 5 minutes up the road in Glasgow. So if you can understand that, you can understand me. So in future, clean your bloody ears out. Get! Like them damn stick.
What we're eating here is a common Govan delicacy called a fish supper. Is that right, Rab?
Well, nah, I don't strike, but it's not really right. I mean, for reasons obscure, there's actually no H in it, you see, no H. It's actually a fish supper, a fish supper.
A fish supper.
Correct.
Supper.
Give me the chips.
The club, I knew.
Oh, so what? I hate posh dinners. Tiny wee amounts. Haven't eat before you eat.
I feel as if I come out of this. Why you in the box of silence, huh?
Hello.
Oh! Some place of government, eh? Where else can you get a fish supper at 9 o'clock in the morning? Simple. You just pump it half a drunk. It's been lying pissed outside his clothes all night.
What do you drink this?
I mean,
Oh, yeah. Iron brew. Get you through, baby. Yeah.
The diet up here is notoriously unhealthy. Did you never eat fruit or vegetables as a child?
Well, not really. But we were just like everybody else up here. I mean, every other family in the street. I mean, we had a fruit bowl. We just didn't have any fruit. For years, I thought Kirby grips and gas bills must be fruit, because, well, that was all that was ever in the fruit bowl, you know.
Do you blame your parents for that?
Nah. I realise the wheel turns full circle. I mean, I came to realise that it's, well, you must know this yourself. It's thankless being a parent, isn't it? I mean, yeah.
That's parent.
Come here, son. I have a wee present for you.
Oh, great. Canada, Canada.
Go on, son. Go on. You deserve it. That's my boy. That's my boy. That's my boy.
There's nothing wrong with the human body. It's a perfectly normal and natural thing.
Oh, does that mean you'll be going topless anymore?
Certainly not. It's bloody disgusting. Thank Christ for that.
Shut it, you wee tiny ya! Don't be so sexist. The mother's got manless tits.
Stick your tips up your ass. Manners, please.
So, you pump your ass out the window and you tell your ugly wee granddaughter the story of your life. How you drank all the drink, ate all the pies and shit logs that you could block the Clyde. It's all a load of crap, of course. It's the only thing that keeps her stupid wee yap shut, you know what I'm saying?
I feel sullied. We are sullied. We're Nesbitts.
Shut it, you. What's right? You boys don't realise the kind of world we're living in here. The kind of things your mother and I try and protect you against, like drugs and violence.
Work.
Ah, exactly. I mean, the world's not a place it used to be. I mean, fair enough. I mean, I might be a parasite, but there is a breed of super parasite out there now that makes us Nesbitts look like the bloody royal family.
Come on, Robert, not that bad.
It's sad to think that this place was the hub of British industry, isn't it?
Ah. You know the truth of the matter is, John, no welder in Govan can get a job as a welder nowadays. But you'll get a grant to put on a play about welders in Govan, you know what I'm saying? I mean, actually, someday, the Dole's going to offer me a job as a mime artist, miming being on the Dole. You with me?
With you, Rob.
Do you want this job or not?
No, I don't want this job. Of course I don't want this job. It's going to get to me anyway. Just shut up.
Right. Who here would like a job?
Mrs. Maxwell, can I introduce you to Rab, who's been tidying your garden for you?
I'm 84, you know.
I thought that. Not really worth your while going on, is it? That is why I have prepared you this. We have been big as well. It is a 24/7 job these days, avoiding work. You know that? Actually, pretty young wasters coming into the laziness industries nowadays. I mean, what chance have they got?
You've really done nothing in your life, have you, Rab?
Yeah, it's actually funny you should say that. I mean, Because I was actually just mapping the genome there before I come out of the house. Can't you grip yourself? You telling me you've come all the way up here to London to interview a guy that's done none with his life? And you're taking a wage back about that? We no pride, man. We need pride. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm away to find a cure for cancer, you bum that you are.
At last, I'd succeeded in getting under Rab's skin. I don't want to leave Govan on bad terms, so I've agreed to meet Rab and the others for a wee swally before I go.
Anybody hoping he gets a Govan kiss, guys?
So, what was your question again?
What are you?
I tell you, I'm a statistic. Yeah. I mean, poverty never goes out of fashion, so I'll tell you one thing, my future is secure. I mean, how many of you people in work can say the same thing?
I can't.
Nobody knows what I'm talking about.
Vaya tela, ya estoy harto de repetir la misma historia. ¿Cómo puede ser, hombre? ¡Oh! ¡Bandy! ¡Bandy! ¡Bandy ya! ¡Bandy! ¡Oh, amigo mío! ¿Dónde estaba mi tío, hombre? ¡You tell the bastard! ¡You tell the bastard! ¡Pero no te veo! ¡Hand your clutch at sea, brother! ¡Hand your clutch at sea! ¡Adiós!
I love that episode, man. That's special there.
There's none that shows your face more. In human nature than meeting some poor bastard that's just as mad as yourself, yeah? Wait, Sarah. I love this 20, watch it. Look. Ready? Look at it. Softy, Jack. Hey, see that? You see that? I did. Yeah. I love it. I'm so dead. A moment of sanity in a world gone mad. I'm going. You go far, by the way. You know, you're past magic.
They're worse than I'm. There you are. They're worse than... And I'm scum. Everybody can't make it, eh? I mean, maybe you can work it out, because I can't. But then again, who am I, eh? Who am I? Eh? Nah. See when you scrape it all away, all the crap, when you get right down to it, you mean right down to the bottom line. They're all a lot of jumped-up fascist bastards, that's what they are. Come on. What a drink.
Maybe just the one out of politeness.
You're the man for me.
We swally.
We got married in a river, Holland and a pepper's ground. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. I'm going to Jackson. I'm going to mess around. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson. Oh, now Jackson town. Hey, you look a wee bit Billy Wally there, Johnny boy.
No, I'm all right. I just had a bad pint. I'm okay.
Oh, a wee bad pint. Oh, yes, it's been known to help my bad pint. I believe you.
Oh, good. Oh, thank you. And thank you for everything.
Hi, there, boy.
I love you.
Yeah,
I love you, big fella.
Let's go.
Hey, boy. Hey, boy. I love you, too.
I arrived in Govan in search of Rab C. Nesbitt's recession. The poverty I was looking for is easy to find. It's in the leaky trainer and the choked aorta valve. Miraculously, that Govan heart still beats, and strongly. But why should I be surprised? As Rab says, scum always rises to the top. So do I approve of Rab? No. Do I like him? Yes. Will any of his ways rub off on me? Not a chance.
Bullshit!
Now what are you waiting for? beat it.
Go on, beat it. Just beat it. Guys, this was freaking dope. The best thing for me personally, it just felt like a very cool, it almost sense is a montage. So like I just got massive flashbacks to, you know, all the great scenes in there from him, you know, laying on the kitchen table with the pot, you know, on there. That's one of my favorite scenes. Jamesy getting you know, some doggy on. You know, Ella still scares me sometimes. I would never want to piss her off because she will chop or you know what. Yeah, so many great moments in Ramsey Nesbitt. I've said it before early on, very early on, he is the best philosopher, best drunk. Jamesy is his best friend, even though he smashed Ella 4 times. I thought it was just a 1 or 2. You know, but we've always seen him always very flirtatious with her and always wanting something. So it's not surprising there, but I don't know who the John Sargent is, but his voice, phenomenal voice right there. Maybe you guys will clue me in a little bit on him because I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't know who he is. It does make me curious to learn more about the guy, but I thought it was very cool. He kind of got a little bit of perspective, step into one of the Govin's best, Govin's finest, with Rab C, Mary Dahl. Like as I look at them, the couple, you know, for all these episodes, I could not picture a better couple for, you know, playing Rab and Mary Dahl. I don't think there would have been another one better. He's the best drunk, hands down. I know we've seen some sketches with other drunks, but for me, there's no one that holds a better one. And maybe there will be someone else that's just as good, if not good. I do apologize if you hear my stomach growling right now. I am super duper hungry right now. So if you hear some Jurassic Park sounds, yes, it's embarrassing for me. But you know, Jamesy can't replace that, can't replace Ella. You know, even when they replaced his son with the newer guy, probably someone said was the original guy and stuff like that. You know, when they replace different people, I didn't really like that stuff. I don't even, as I think back with the newer guy, newer son, I didn't really like him that much. But overall, what was cool also about the show is that, you know, you got to see a lot of the Still Game cast in there, you know, Greg's wife as well. During that flashback scene when we saw the lady who later down the road plays Peach's mom, that was cool. Something I wouldn't have known until watching the episodes later. So it's been an incredible journey. I love it. Down the road, we will do, I think there was one live game that we didn't do. I don't have an ETA for that. I got to look it up and see when I have free time to do it. We will do it when we get a chance to do it. You know, I don't have the date for that yet, but we'll eventually get to it. I believe I've missed one live show. We'll get to it when we can get to it. But yeah, I can't say anything bad. I love the show. It's been a freaking incredible journey. We learned some words with Rab, and you know, just watching them, you pick up more and more. So I have this one final message. I'll tell you this, boy. Go on, get it, beat it. I'll see you next time. Peace and love, everybody. Love you all. Peace.